Okay. Reading the others wait for Nor to finish. Although he was reluctant to leave even after depleting his photo quartz, they finally returned to the settlement. Seriously? This guy basically used his whole storage space on a single statue. Not on anything else that actually is photo worthy. On this one statue, a freaking robot. Or knight, whatever you want to call it. It looks like a robot. It's a giant mech. I'm sure that's interesting, but it's just a carved knight in rock. Finally returned to the settlement. I guess Reen drew the short end of the stick. Shouldn't Gaius be the one, the one that's actually skilled at riding a horse? Well, whatever. So, we're finally back in the settlement. Thanks a million for escorting me back here. I really appreciate it. Show your appreciation. We didn't have to wait for you. Thanks to you, I was able to photograph the statue to my heart's content. Or heart's desire. I'm just glad you made it back safe and sound. Yeah, let's tell the elder. There seems to be quite a commotion over there. What? That's... Jeez, what do you do? I guess none of them really learned how to... never got a driver's license? So, it looks like it's... It seems like this would be a normal occurrence. It looks like there's been an orbital car accident. But why here? Isn't that a gentleman who we fulfilled a request for this morning? The very same. That's the settlement's doctor. I hate your name too. I remember now. He couldn't have been the one responsible, could he? Never mind that. We need to go take a closer look. Said smoking should back up. Are you hurt? Guys, I'm alright. Sorry for worrying you. What happened here? I was on my way back from gathering herbs in the mountain forest to the north, when all of a sudden I lost control of the vehicle. Was anyone hurt? And have you been drinking? Suffered a few bruises, bumps and bruises, but other than that, unfortunately not. I'm just relieved that I didn't end up hurting someone. Or anyone. My screen just stopped for a second. Okay, by the way, next question. If you were, gathering herbs, why is your car filled with trees? Logs, I should say? How do you get so many, perfectly round ones? I'm glad to know your injuries are light, Amur. Thanks to the winds of the goddess. Still, how does one lose control of a vehicle in areas open and free of obstructions as this? Did you simply lose your concentration for a moment? Oh, no, of course not. This car is extremely important to all of us here. It wouldn't dream of driving carelessly. I'm still not sure what caused it. When I was nearing the settlement, the steering wheel started to feel oddly stiff. Fortunately, the brakes were still functional, otherwise I dread to think what might have happened. I see. Lisa? Yeah, you stick your face in a bunch of smoke, yeah, you're gonna be coughing. Let's see. Lisa, do you think you can work out what went wrong? Probably. You might say it runs in the family. How could I forget? Stands to reason that the scion of the Reinford group would be quite handy with mechanical matters. Not necessarily, most of the people that own car companies or stuff like that have no clue what's going on there. Even if she does pretend she wants nothing to do with her family anymore. You mind your own business. How you doing that with the... Yeah, you sound like you're using a wrench of some kind. or something. I can't remember what they're called, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Where did you get it, and how are you using it without pulling it out? Or is that just how your fingers work? What you say, though, I'm not as true. It's not as true as it used to be. They have some professional engineers at Reinberg company now who couldn't even perform basic maintenance work. Wow, standards in high education must be slipping. I don't think mechanics need high education. Maybe that's the problem. You guys should just be doing focusing on specialty work and, you know, learning how to deal with cars, not going to higher education if you're going to do that. When you compare it to the Zeiss Central Factory in Liberal, the Reinberg Group is getting far too big for its own good. All those giant vertically structured divisions, each with their own subdivision. Sounds as though becoming the Empire's largest corporation brought its own share of new issues. So have you managed to figure out what the problem was? She somehow made it stop smoking. I think so. Looks like there was a contact failure in the quartz circuit near the engine. That's probably why you suddenly had difficulty steering, even though it was fine just before. I see. Do you think you could repair it? I doubt it. I can diagnose, but I'm no technician. I think we'll need to call in a professional to fix it. I suppose that means we'll have to ask someone at Xander Gate from... I'm impressed. I can see that Thor's Military Academy has more to be proud of than just its famous founder. Elder Ivan, Dad? I'm sorry it took us so long to get here. I'm relieved to see that Norton made it back safely. Thank you for your assistance. Oh, no trouble at all. It sounds like you've been able to work out the cause of the problem here. That was all thanks to Lisa. It was nothing, really. There's no shame in being proud of your accomplishments. Well, I'm glad you've gotten this squared away. We still have something of a problem. What do you mean? This is the settlement's only vehicle. Having it out of commission is going to make things pretty inconvenient around here. The sooner we can get it fixed, the better. I mean, you have a bunch of horses. Ever hear a horse-drawn carriage? It still works. Especially you guys shouldn't be transporting anything too heavy. I mean, look at the size of the bed in the truck. You can't really carry huge things in it. So I think a horse, just carriage with a horse or two should be fine. I see. In that case, is there anything we can do to help? Are you sure? This isn't part of your field study, you know? We respectfully disagree. You treated us to such great food and shown us such hospitality. I want to do what I can to help. But actually, repairing the truck is a bit above my skill level. Still, it would be discourteous of us not to at least make an attempt to assist our hosts. Thanks, everyone. What are you talking about? You're gonna help too, guys. If you insist, we'd be more than grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you could bring out someone who could do the repairs, that would be great. Sounds like the best course of action. Should we head to Xander's Gate and see if they have a spare mechanic? Actually, I have someone else in mind. Someone far more keen than any army technician for things of this sort. Up near Lake Lacrima, in the Northern Islands, lives an elderly man from the Empire. Alright, so we're gonna go up there. I'm sure he'll be able to fix the truck for us if we ask him. True, the hermit could probably fix this in no time at all. A hermit, you say? Yeah, he moved here from the Empire a couple of years ago. He seems extremely good he's been extremely good to all of us since he's been here. An old man from the Empire who's more reliable than an army technician. I think Elisa knows who this is. Agua. Bien agua. It can be. Lisa. So you want us to go and call this man for you? Then, if you'd be so kind, there's no hurry though. If you have other things you need to do, by all means do those first. Either way, we'll need to clean up the site of the accident before anything else. Just handle it as you might if it were a part of your field study. Will do. Okay everyone, let's finish up anything we have left to do, then head for the cabin at the lake. Lacrima is in the North Highlands, okay? We'll need to head north to the garden statue, then do northwest from there. We should set on horseback at once. Okay. Finish that one. Highland cloth, alright. What does that do? Strengthen arts, okay. Yeah, you missed a bunch, so that's why I gave you that. But yeah, we don't really need that. Okay. Did I do anything else? Okay, what are you even doing here, camera dude? I'm not the strongest guy in the world, but I'll do my best to help everyone out. All this stuff is surprisingly heavy, though. Maybe I should ask Toma to help me out, after all. Did everybody just leave it to the camera dude and the kid? I mean, sure, but why? Shouldn't the doctor dude who somehow got these logs into the bed of this truck be able to easily deal with this, since he seems to be so strong? And I'm trying to think here. Okay, the steering got out of control, right? Yeah, I guess that could happen. I was gonna see like the angle in which it crashed and see if it could make sense. So yeah, it could make sense. I believe him now. We should be able to push it if we take the load off it. I'll have to tell the children not to come near it. We'll leave going to Lake Lacrima to you. You are a child. So this is what you're doing? While the child and the guest is doing the heavy lifting, you're just standing here. I'd like to ask you to go to the hermit. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Never, however. You're not here to take some time. Yeah, sure. If you don't do anything, yes. It'll take a lot of time. This is the first time I've seen an accident caused by an oracle vehicle. Surprised me. Leo really is a little troublemaker, though. I'm sure she'll make a dash to see what happened the moment I take my eyes off her. I'm gonna go look too. You can't, Lily. It's too dangerous. Besides, Tomo told you not to go near it, didn't he? But I want to help. There we go. That should be all the lighter things taken care of. Were these in the truck, I guess? I'm glad Amara wasn't hurt during this. She got that much done while everybody else is just sitting around doing nothing. Good on her. She apparently got all those out of the truck already, and you guys haven't done a single thing. You guys should be ashamed. Actually, no, you guys, the child and the guy who shouldn't be working, you guys are fine. It's that dude. Standing there talking to the old people, pretending to work like some construction working you see on the side of the road, leaning on his shovel. Whatever. I'm pretty sure we don't have anything else to do besides the main story. Okay, so we gotta go the opposite side of the map. So, how do? Type in your comment in the comments below how are you doing right now. Hope you're doing good. I had like 5 hours of sleep today, so I'm doing great. I think I have like, we have like 2 weeks after Thanksgiving break, I believe, or something like that, left in the semester.
Yeah.
So, what? This weekend, next weekend. So 1, 2, like 3 or 4 more weeks left of the semester. Not a lot. So, yeah, got a few projects to finish up and studying to do. I'll do that over the weekend, or the break. Wow, this lake is beautiful. It's gotta be really cold water. It really is. You can see the sunlight glimmering on the water. And the air feels so clean too. This is Lake Lacrima. The hermit lived in that cabin over there. Lives in that cabin over there. Excellent. We should go see him at once. I was gonna say, like, I don't know why the garage door is, you know, technically halfway open, but if that is how far it normally opens, you can't get that car out. Knowing Elisa.
How beautiful. Yeah, breathtaking.
Alright. Probably family issues. Okay. What did I just do there? Okay. We have to do this again, okay. 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 That's good. Okay. That's over. In case you're wondering.
Steady.
Okay, fine. You care about the water, but not the sheer cliff, sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, all I'm doing is sprinting into the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, we'll do that first. I think this is a fishing spot.
Man, I'd love to get in a little fishing here.
Well, no one's stopping you.
You're right. No one's stopping me.
This looks like a nice spot.
Why this one specifically with the boat in the way? Why? Green. Why?
This looks like a nice spot.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of fish inside that boat, Reen. Okay, good. I have the deluxe rod. That looks like a new fish, maybe.
Now that's a catch.
Rainbow trout. Dang. I hope I get more of those. Nice, another one. And I should probably use all this 30 now. Just keep going up. Should probably use all this SEPA soon too. I should have enough to like upgrade everybody's whatever the thing is called. Quartz?
Now that's a catch.
Okay, so I guess the bigger the fish is, the more you get, maybe? You know what? This is a really good spot to keep doing this. Aww.
Caught one.
I got this thing. And they gave Sepith. And it's a fairly rare one too, the Mirage Sepith. Aw, okay. Luck's over.
Not bad.
I'll do this last one and then we'll be done. Oh, that's the last one, nice.
Now that's a catch.
But nope. No. Okay. That was productive. Car. Another boat for some reason. Alright. Seems like a nice place. This railing's huge, but yeah, this seems like a nice place. Like a bird. I could see myself a vacation here if I wanted to, if I had something like this. I don't know if I'd want to live in a place like this. It's nice to like unwind every once in a while to like go on a vacation here, but not quite me when it comes to, you know, living. Though it would be nice. And I wouldn't mind it if it had internet. Oh, what's over here? Nothing? Oh, come on. This is the perfect place to give a chest for me to steal. Hello? Delivery? Seems like there's someone inside. I suppose it must be the man we came to see then. Yeah, I'll bet he's just came back from fishing. For a hermit, he doesn't seem to want for much. So, what are we going to do? After entering the cabin, the time of the day will advance to evening, and all the day's field study activities will end. They've been asking me to tell me this a lot? It's making me worried. But I mean, I'm pretty sure I got everything. Alright. Okay, just in case. We'll give a save. Excuse me, is anyone home? It's open, come in. Not the best decision, but alright. Elisa? Excuse us then. Jeez, look at the size of that pipe. He's probably got weed in there. Smoking that Zaza. Hey, it's good to see you again, sir. Well, if it isn't Gaius. Haven't seen you around for, what, half a year now? And little Elisa's here too. I don't think I've seen your face in, oh, must be coming on 5 years. Jeez. Wait, what? Could this be... Ghost? I mean, Grandpa, what are you doing here? Jeez, haven't seen them in 5 years? Everything's big over here. Look at those cups. Huh. Well, I guess that's the one way to be introduced. Let me give you a proper welcome. Gwaine. I'm Gawain Reinford, Elisa's favorite granddad. So her only granddad. At least the only one that's alive. Pleasure to meet you all, Class 7. Honored to meet you, sir. I'm Reen Sorzer. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Emma Milstein. Uses Alberea. It's an honor. As a promising group of young folks, if ever there was one. But you've sure done a lot of growing in the last 5 years, Elisa. You're taller and bigger. You're her grandpa. It does this old man's heart good to see you easy on the eyes. How easy on the eyes you've gone, okay. So that gives another reason for why he hasn't seen her in 5 years. Is he supposed to announce something right now? I mean, you know, make sure we know. Grandfather, please. But forget about me. What have you been doing out here all this time? Back when you disappeared from Roar, I never have believed it if someone told me this is where I'd find you. Do you have any idea how worried I've been? Oh, come now. I send you letters a couple of times a year, don't I? And of course, I read all of the ones you've given to Sharon, too. Still, have you been here the whole time these past 5 years? Okay, at least he was writing letters. Just about. Don't stay year-round, though. I spend about half of the year traveling around the continent, seeing friends or visiting the Empire. I see. Mr. Reinford, would you mind if I asked you how you know so much about our field study? He does raise an excellent point. It's almost as though you were expecting us to pay you a visit. Oh, well, it's just a coincidence the truck broke down when it did. But I admit, ever since Irina told me you were coming to the Highlands, I figured I'd see you at some point. You still talk to Mother? Yes, indeed, though just the bare minimum. That girl's zeal for her work borders on unhealthy. What did I ever do to turn her into such a workaholic? Elisa. Anyway, we're all done with our coffee, so let's head on over to the settlement and have a look at the truck. Just wait outside a bit while I go grab my tools. Oh, actually, I caught a few good-sized trout. Can you take them over to the settlement when you do? Of course. So that's the former chairman of the Reinford Group. I knew of him by name, but he's far more lighthearted than I would have guessed. It's always tough talking for Eustace. Indeed, he seems very easygoing. You can say what you really think. You're not going to hurt my feelings or anything. Everyone loves him because he's all laid back and approachable, but mostly he's just capricious and irresponsible. And then 5 years ago, he just... Lisa? Never mind. Let's get going. As soon as he's ready, we're heading back to the settlement. Alright. Let's wait for him by the garage. Gaius, weren't you over there?
Here we go.
Get out of here, guys. You're supposed to be with Gawain. Can I steal anything? Nothing? Can't steal anything? Are those supposed to be fishing rods? Those handles don't look comfortable. And he's got like a picture of a fish rather than, you know, a fish. Interesting. Quaint little cabin. Yeah, a good vacation spot. the cabin looks like it should be bigger, especially because you have this. I doubt you need to be this high up. You just added stairs for no reason. Because it doesn't seem like the lake, you know, floods too much. Guys, should we head back to the settlement? Hey guys, you're on pretty good terms with my grandfather then. Something like that. We've only known him for a couple of years, but all of us in the settlement owe him a lot. Myself included. Oh. Okay. We're good to go. You mind if I ride with one of you? Grandfather? You aren't driving? Nah, the engine's been acting up a bit lately, so I'd rather not. Aren't you supposed to fix it? And in this picture, that car looks huge. Look at that. Looks like a semi. This angle makes it look like it's huge. Okay. Besides, how could I pass up a chance to get to know my granddaughter's classmates a little better? Green, right? Got room for one more up there? Okay, good. He was giving Master Roshi vibes, and I was worried he might choose Emma. Oh yeah, but they're on the same horse, so you can't. Why did he have the big wreath? I think I know where this is going. You better not give him any funny ideas. I'm sure that isn't the case. Jeez, it's cutting off some stuff. Or I guess it's not cutting off any of the words, but I feel a bit more at ease if you focus more on the reins, though. How's little Sharon doing these days? I heard she recently started working at your dormitory. That's right. I haven't had too much time to get to know her, but she seems really skilled at what she does. Oh, she is. Very much so. But more importantly, she's a real cutie. Okay. She's always has that lovely reserved air, but there's a playful side to her too. She seems more scary in my opinion. I wish she'd sign on as my personal maid. That'd be the life. Yeah. But Emma, the girl, is really nice too. She's got those glasses, that hair you want to let down. And she's class pres material, to boot. There's a smoldering homeward toddy if I ever saw him. Please don't talk about my classmates like this, little man. It makes me uncomfortable. Come on, you know you would agree with me. Well, I can't really say that I disagree with you, but... if you don't mind me asking, why did you never tell Elisa you were here? Ah, a reverse Uno card. Tell me, Reen. What kind of girl do you see her as? Well, say that she's a really hard worker, in a great many respects. Oh, I have no doubt about it. She's good looking, polite, as well mannered as any noble's daughter, intelligent, and that all comes natural to her. It's not some persona she forces on herself. Yeah, I'm amazed at how effortlessly she makes it all seem. And yet, she has a habit of trying to resolve everything without relying on anyone else for support. I'm sure it hasn't escaped the notice of a canny young man like yourself. It does feel like that sometimes, yeah. She's kind and her sense of duty compels her to always see things through, but she always keeps everything bottled up. Like she never wants to let on to anyone that she needs help with a problem. I'm Elisa R from Roar. It's not like I'm trying to make a big deal out of it or anything. It's just for everyone, if everyone knew, it'd make things awkward between us, and I don't want that. I have a feeling that relations between her mother and I caused her to end up that way. Or, to be more specific, the conflict between the two of us. That's why I didn't tell her where I was. But I'm leaving it up to her to fill in the details about that. I'm sure that once the two of you are a bit closer, she'll tell you on her own. bit closer. I have a feeling that's a critical misunderstanding. There's a critical misunderstanding going there. Of course, he's got to be that kind of guy. Oh, is that so? Thought there was a little something going on between the two of you after seeing your name come up on one of her letters. Well, we did have that unfortunate accident back at the start of the year, but that's all it was. We eventually got it sorted out and nothing really happened since. An accident, hey? Did you accidentally collide with her on your way to school, causing her to drop her toast she held between her lips? Okay. And as the dust cleared, did the two of you find yourselves sprawled on the ground in an unlikely yet heart-racing position? It's not entirely wrong with the toast. That's really an oddly specific question. But I don't know what kind of heart-racing position you're... Oh. So something really did happen, didn't it? Now just tell Gwen here all about it, and I want every juicy detail. Please don't. She's your granddaughter, so please don't. Grandfather, please. They heard the whole thing? Was she listening to that whole conversation?
Hey, isn't that...
It's the toddler.
Ooh, it's those military academy students. I wonder what they're doing all the way out here. Oh well. Looks like things are gonna start getting interesting.
Why is she out here anyway?
Okay, let's get this mission started. Sheesh. Gramps and the others can be so unreasonable sometimes.
Alright. Sure, her planet needs her. I don't know if that's how you fix cars, but, you know, I'm not an expert. That night, the people of the settlement held a banquet at the elder's house for us, Gwen, and Gawain, I think is the actual pronunciation, and Norton. These people like to party. I think we've had like a banquet every night. Jeez, everybody's segregated. Children, outsiders, and the women. Everybody's separated. And then you have the old man group. Jeez, I don't know what we'd do without you, Gawain. Here's to you and my friend. And to you. Come on, Lakin. This booze isn't going to drink itself? Yes. I can still hardly believe it. Finding the famous Gawain Rainford out in the sticks like this. You know him, then? Of course. He sees on the opportunities of the orbital revolution to make Rainford the industrial powerhouse it is today. And it's only gotten bigger since his daughter took over. The Rainford Company was originally an arms manufacturer, making their name on firearms and such. Then, you know, guns didn't do anything, so they had to choose something else. They underwent a massive expansion of their lineup and started working on orbital weapons and railway projects. I suppose that's what it must have looked like to the nobility. But the company does business all across the continent, not just domestically. Gawain has a refreshingly international outlook for the Erebonian businessman. I see. I knew he was a keen man, but I didn't realize he was that famous. The real mystery is why someone would walk away from that in the first place. Some people say he got ill and had no choice but to stand down. But look at him now. He's the picture of health. So maybe there's some truth to the old rumor after all. Huh? What do you mean? Just something I heard a long time ago. A real proof of it, and we at the Imperial Chronicles aren't in the business of... Wait, there's no real proof of it, but we have the blah 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 printing baseless accusations. Okay. That's new for a newspaper. Elisa? Oh, I think my eyes were bigger than my stomach. I'm going to go out and get a little fresh air, okay? Alright. Elisa? She faced through the door. It closed on her, but she, faced through it. Green, Elisa's going out to get some fresh air. Would you mind going and keeping her company? Wingman Emma? Nice. Not at all. But why me? You're the class president and all. You'd make for a better company. No, trust me. I think you're definitely the best man for the job. Yeah, Wingman Emma just forcing it. Nice. Well, if you say so. Alright, I'll be back in a little while then. Hey y'all, I hope you enjoyed that. If you like what you saw, you can watch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/Luminiferous If you want to see these videos, of course, you can see me on YouTube with Luminiferous Quack on YouTube. And you can see, if you want to get notifications for when my videos come out or when I stream on Twitch, you can follow me on Twitter or X at LuminiferousQ. I hope to see you guys there. Have a good one. Please subscribe and like the video. It really helps me out. Bye-bye.